or being okay with. Oh, shit. Well, all right, welcome to my channel. This is Living Like Bruce, where I will be sharing in this video, how you can become Bruce Wayne or more like Bruce Wayne. There are going to be 5 different tips. All right, coming in number 1 on how you can become Bruce Wayne is training your body and mind. All right, what I mean by that, training your body and mind is pretty self-explanatory. Exercise, training your body and your mind is brushing up on your knowledge as far as like reading and stuff like that. So with exercise, no one cannot tell me from exercise. Yes, there's pain involved, but without pain, there's no gain. When you are exercising, it's like a superpower. When you go into the gym, you start to see results. And even before you start to see results, you feel better throughout your day. If you go consistently for a week, you'll feel better throughout that week. Not only does it give you purpose, over the long term, you start to see long-term effects in your health. And it also opens up doors for the mental clarity, and that opens up doors for allowing you to intake the knowledge from reading books and listening to audiobooks or watching podcasts. You're brushing up on your knowledge, learning things. And that's kind of a good segue into this next one, which is step 2 on how you can become Bruce Wayne. Learn and master skills, okay? So when I say learn and master skills, 1, you can learn and master skills that will benefit you financially. For example, I used to be a bartender. Before then, I used to do numerous types of jobs that didn't really revolve around having any skill. But when I learned bartending, I was able to make more money, and it was nice to be able to make more money due to learning a skill, a valuable skill at that. After bartending, I went into a sales job, which is what I do now. That helped me with even more money. So it's just like learning these skills, they're valuable, and they help you add on an extra layer of finances that most people want. A lot of people ask, how can I make more money? Well, this is one way to do it. Brush up on your skills and master these skills so that you can go out into the world and show those skills and make more money. When you're learning and mastering skills, it can be things like playing an instrument, boxing. Like, these are all valuable skills that you can do as hobbies. They don't necessarily always have to tie into finances, so just get used to learning skills, because it better you as a person altogether. All right, guys, coming in at number 3 on how you can become Bruce Wayne is you have to stay focused on your goals, guys. I know there's a lot of distractions in this world, a lot of temptation. Like I said, I used to be in the bar industry, so a lot of guys and girls will go out after work and, want to grab a drink and do this and this. And trust me, every time I went with them, I always had a great time. It was a blast. I'm gonna give you an example for myself.
Landors.
With me, I would go out, have a blast, nights to remember. But then the next day, I would be a little more disappointed, not because I had fun, but it was more so because the amount of money I spent, or I didn't feel like something was worth it, or I should have been doing this instead. So if you feel like that, you probably should lean into that and tell your mind, nah, not today. I ain't gonna be able to go out with y'all. I'm gonna stay in my lane today. Ain't nothing wrong with that, guy. I'm not saying you can never go out and have fun. I'm just saying sometimes you gotta lock in, minimize those distractions, and say no. Because there's temptations in the world. It's gonna always drive you back to doing that. And another thing, guys, being alone and being lonely are 2 different things. Because I like to be alone, and I think every man should go through a period where they're alone. Because I'm not saying you don't have people around you, but you should be able to lock in and be alone. I think as a man, you will never truly get to know yourself until you go through that dark path, that dark road. It always don't have to be dark to where you're depressed or anything like that. I just say that because, we go through that dark road. And you got to go through the road. It's like a certain rite of passage that you have to go through. And I just feel like that's one, because you gain an understanding for who you are. You get to look the man in the mirror and face the truth, the lies, and everything when you're alone. And, a lot of times, a lot of men don't get their own place, but I think that's one of the benefits to getting your own place, because you can be alone. You have a space to where you can be alone, but then you go back out in the world where you're surrounded by your friends and stuff like that. So it's just a good dynamic, and a lot of lonely people, they need people to help them get by. But if you're alone, you tend to not need people to get by. You just prefer to be alone because there's less drama, less money, less frustrations. It's a lot of things, a lot of benefits from being alone. And that's a whole nother video I can go into. Step number 4 on how you can become Bruce Wayne. You have to be disciplined, guys. And I cannot stress this enough. You got to be disciplined. with discipline comes consistency, and you kind of have to develop a sort of routine. Let me give you an example. With me, I developed a skincare routine that works for me, and I've been doing it for so long. I don't care if I wake up late for work. My skincare routine is getting done regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something that's ingrained in me at this point. So I think that everyone should find that one thing, focus on that one thing, get disciplined in that. Then you start to add on other things to slowly build your routine. Because if you try to do everything at once, it just won't work out, guys. It always fails. You see it every year with New Year's resolutions. Everybody puts so much on their plate at once, and then it all crumbles before the month of January is even over. Another thing, you have to write down your goals. A lot of people, they write down their goals every year. They put on vision boards. The thing about that, if you don't have a deadline behind your goal, you're not going to accomplish it, most likely. In most cases, you're not going to accomplish it. You have to put a deadline behind it, because if you don't, a deadline just shows how serious you are about your goals. So you have to put a deadline down. For example, I set this deadline with posting my first YouTube video, and I set it before the end of the month of January. And today is what, the 22nd? It's been a minute. I procrastinated on it a long time, guys. I procrastinated on it a long time, but I was in the process of moving as well. But still, there's no excuse. But I didn't want to fail myself this early into the year, so I had to tell myself, all right, Justin, get up, do this video, put it out to the people. I don't care if one person watches. I don't care if nobody watches it. I'm putting this video out, and that's what I've done today. So I just want to let you guys know, always put a deadline behind your goal. And the more you accomplish those short-term goals, it'll build up your confidence, it'll build up your dopamine levels to where you want to accomplish those long-term goals, and it'll propel you further, and you'll just feel more confident about setting goals, and you'll start to be more inspired to set longer goals and reach those goals. Last but certainly not least, on how you can become Bruce Wayne, is you have to prioritize your style, guys. When I say prioritize your style, I mean, let me just be clear. You have to dress like a man, okay? Wise man once said, if you can pull up a high school picture of yourself, and you can pull up a picture now, you're still dressing the same. And I mean, like, not saying, yeah, if you're still dressing the same, like, I don't know how you dress, you're still dressing the same, you didn't level up. And not everybody has to go the style of, it doesn't have to be one style. Everybody, I love seeing men with their different styles, whether it's streetwear, classy, casual, like whatever your style is, lean into that, but you have to transition into that. If someone can look at you and you're like, oh damn bro, you still the guy that's wearing the same, blah blah blah, whatever your style was in high school, you're still doing that. It just shows signs of you haven't leveled up, and you, as a man, you should always want to level up each year. That's what it's all about as a man. You level up, you give yourself the tools to level up, so make sure you're prioritizing your style. And I'll give you guys an example. I used to be the guy that wore graphic tees, gym shorts, long socks, and slides to Walmart. And every man, they want their respect, and when I used to wear that, I couldn't even get people to look at me. Like, I'm making eye contact with people. I couldn't even get them to look back at me because I just look like a damn NPC. And that's another thing about dressing like a man. You become a main character in other people's eyes. Like, I've dressed nice now. I have people stopping me. Oh, hey, how you doing? Asking me about things around, complimenting me. And it's a conversation starter. I was at this event, and this guy seen my shoes. He was like, oh man, I like those shoes, man. Where you get those from? And that was a conversation in itself. So I had to become confident enough to walk in my confidence, and the confidence just makes people more attracted to you, and you kind of more of a magnet when that is the case. So you'll be confident when you walk. Shoulders will be back, chest will be out, and you just exude that confidence that people are attracted to. So, guys, those are the 5 steps on how you can become Bruce Wayne. This is my first video, so if you come across this video, please give me feedback, because I'm like a sponge. I'm always looking to absorb more information and how I can be better. But please subscribe, because I will give you more gems on how you can become like Bruce Wayne in the future. Because at the end of the day, this channel is called Living Like Bruce. And if anybody's seen Bruce Wayne, they know he's the smoothest guy out here. We can debate about that. But thank you guys for watching my video. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.